The sun rises, and so must you. Each new day is not just another chance to exist, but a powerful opportunity to rise, to strive, and to become who you were truly meant to be. The world won't hand you success on a silver platter. Greatness is achieved by those who are willing to go beyond what is comfortable, beyond what is familiar, and beyond what is easy. You weren't born to settle for mediocrity. You were made for something bigger, something more impactful. Deep down, you feel it, even if the path to it seems unclear. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right time, or a sign from the universe. Your time is now. Right here in this moment, you have everything you need to start the journey toward your greatest self. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. Time is precious and it doesn't wait. The clock is ticking, so what are you waiting for?
It's time to get up. It's time to go after your goals. It's time for you to look around and see everything that you have and get dissatisfied. This is not it for me. I can't be settled for being good. I've got to be more. I've got to become more. And all the way you become more is that you get dissatisfied with what you have.
The reason why you got another breath is so that you can go after something bigger than what you were. You are not here to waste time. Time is precious. Time doesn't get repeated. Man, you have to take advantage of it. You got to realize here is a difference though between time and term. You see, time is funny because time, if you sit there and you wait on the long game and say one day it's just going to be my turn, your power, your talents, your abilities, your skills will have rotted. They will have sat there and wondered why you didn't sharpen those things. But if you go ahead and you play the short game and say, I am not going to sit and simply wait. I am not going to let play by somebody else's playbook. I am going to look at eternally and look at myself and say, good is not enough. I need to be great.
What are you saving for? What are you working toward? What kind of physical condition do you want to be in? What kind of relationships do you want to have? What skills are you trying to develop? And just like any leader, you have to explain to yourself for why everything you are going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you are in the process, because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when it gets you on the other side of it, you are going to see exactly why it went that way, and you're going to be okay with it. But quit tripping during the process.
We all fall down in life. Guys, the question is, who gets back up? Again, it's not the potential of the individual. It's not the genetics. It's the perseverance, the, never say attitude, if you constantly keep throwing shit against the wall. Eventually, something will stick, guys.
I was born to be great. I decided to be great. I want to be great. I am more than anything anybody's ever told me. And this is not being narcissistic. It's not looking at myself as something exaggerated version of a perfect player I created on a game like is not my game. Me versus me, I gotta believe in me when no one else does.
Possibility that's within you that can well up the courage and the truth and the ability and the skill and the willingness to set things right, if you are willing to set them right, is more powerful than all of that. And so it's so interesting. It was proof for me of an old saying, what you most want to be found will be found where you least want to look, essential. And it's so interesting because it means that if you are willing to turn around and to stand up, stay and stand up straight and face the darkness like fully, what you discover at the darkest part is the brightest light. And then not something that's so much worth discovering, because here is going to be terrible darkness in your life, and it's going to make you cynical and bitter. And it could easily be that you are just not looking at it enough, because if you looked at it enough and you didn't shy away and you brought everything you had to bear on it, you'd find that there was more to you than there was to the horror.
You give one shot one shot at this gig right here. Life, one life. That's all you've got. And regret, in and of itself, is worthless. It does nothing for you. In fact, the only valuable thing in regretting is the lesson you learned, the knowledge that you gave. I've got to go after my goals. I've got to dream, I've got to believe, and then I've got to overcome those voices and get in your head from people that didn't mean you well, the people that told you you'll never be, use that as motivation, use that as power. When you stand in the shower and water is washing over your head and back, wash away every negative thought, every negative comment they've ever said about you. When you are sitting there and you think about the lost moments in life, honor them by getting up and taking your turn. It's your time.
They lived their life so that you might have opportunities. There were sacrifices made to make you now honor that, becoming a better you.
Pull yourself together and quit tripping. Caught you in the process. God is processing. He ain't through with you. If he was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning.
You may have lost and failed in one moment, but I promise you, what you learned in that defeat is like having that master's degree in life. I learned what not to do. Now, I am not going to regret the fact that I lost, because I learned. And the most dangerous thing that you could have ever allowed to happen, that your enemy would ever never saw coming, was the fact that you learned the value of you. Now I know what I am capable of. Now I know how close I was.
So the question is no longer why me? It's time to shift your mindset and ask, why not me? You have everything within you to succeed: strength, talent, resilience, and the burning desire to make an impact. There is no more waiting for the perfect moment, because the truth is your time is now. Life won't hand you success or greatness, but it has already given you the tools to create them. Every challenge you face is a lesson. Every obstacle a stepping stone that prepares you for something greater. The road to success will never be easy, but that's exactly why it's worth walking. You were not born to live a life of mediocrity, nor were you meant to stay stagnant. You were created for more, for greatness, for impact, for something bigger than yourself. And to unlock that greatness, you must stop waiting for permission. Your life, your destiny, your dreams are in your hands right now. Every step you take, every ounce of effort you put into your journey builds you into the person you were always meant to be. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from moving forward. The challenges you face now are shaping you for what's to come. They are not barriers, they are opportunities to grow, to learn, to become better. So stop holding it back, stop questioning if you are ready, because the truth is, you are more than capable. There will be moments where you'll stumble, where it seems like the world is pushing against you, but these are the moments that define you. The real question isn't if you will fall, it's whether you will get back up. And you will. You will rise every single time stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Success isn't handed to anyone, it's earned. It's earned through perseverance, through putting in the work even when it feels like it's not paying off, through pushing through the doubts and fears that want to keep you small. But you are not small. You were born for greatness, and it's time to start acting like it. It's time to wake up, to get up, and to start taking action toward the life you deserve. You've got one shot at this life, and it's up to you to make it count. The past is done, and the future is waiting for you to step into it. So take control, make the decision to rise, and go after your dreams with everything you've got. The world is waiting to see what you can do. But first, you gotta believe in yourself and take the first step. This is your moment. Don't wait any longer. The time to rise is now.